Unilatina
Join me, Robert
International
Gold, for the
College with campus in
Entrepreneurial Hour.
Miramar, Florida, is a boutique college with focus on entrepreneurship. UIC offers associate and bachelor degree programs in business, tourism, and communications and media. Associate degree students develop their business plan while studying at UIC. Dream, learn, and grow. Join now our business incubator. Learn more at unilatina.edu or call 954-607-4344.
Oh, we are on. Hi. You're with the Entrepreneurial Hour. This is Robert Gold, your host, having a great time. We are in our second season. In this season, we are focusing on graduates from Unilatina International College. And today with me, we have Manuel. Did I get it right?
Yes.
Okay, because my phone just closed off on me. I didn't get to see that. So Manuel is a graduate from 2016.
Yes, that's correct.
And you are in the communication. You graduated with a bachelor's in communications.
Media, yes.
And your work. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Instead of me keep on asking you questions, let's go right over to you right off the bat.
Yeah, I joined the UIC family back in 2011, and I started the associate degree in communication and mass media. And after that, we have a kind of break after the bachelor. I took the 1 year OPT, and I have the opportunity with who was the previous director of the program, Liliana Moyano. She was a person who gave me the first opportunity to work in a professional, let's say, how they call it in the street, like gig.
Okay.
And then they were doing like a demo for a novela. So I had contact with all the professional equipment, all the professional structure of how to make a nice production and everything. I was really happy because that's what I really love, all the technical aspects on that. So I had the opportunity on that, and also I had the opportunity on a reality show that she was working on YouTube. On Yahoo. So that was a digital content that we were producing. It was a reality show for 3 months, and I was there as in the beginning. I started as a PA, production assistant, but since I used to take my photography camera to the studio and I take pictures and everything, she say, "Well, I'm gonna hire you as a photographer because it seems like you're doing a good job over there." So I was taking pictures of all the behind the scenes, so it was kind of cool also. And after that, I start my my bachelor's, and I finished on 2016. And I also took again the OPT, and I had the opportunity to work in Univision as a production assistant again. And it was for a show called, well, it's equivalent in English. It would be like Dancing with the Stars.
Okay.
So it's called Mira Quien Baila. And it was also a very big production, as you can imagine. And all the equipment, all the setup of the studios. It was a pretty much nice experience. But before keep going over there, before graduating, the focus on this program was creating your own business. So I opened my own business and everything. I have my bunch of business cards I give away everywhere, taking pictures and videos for businesses and events.
So you're a freelancer off on the side, also on top of
that was before,
contract work that you're doing on top of it.
Yes, that was before everything. That professional thing in with channels and stuff like that. But I was doing the pictures of photography and albums and editing video. So I was doing that, and I opened my own business because that was the goal of the program. You open your own business and everything, and we were trying to work hard on that. And we all know how hard is that when you open your own business and try to work by yourself and everything. But it was a good experience. But I was like, I want something like, at least I have my a salary or something like. I can have something I can rely on, and then maybe on the side I do this. So while I was working on my freelance work, I had those opportunities to work in Univision, and then I started focusing on that, trying to find my way to get to the point where I want to be. And usually when you start as a PA, production assistant. So I got the opportunity over there. It was for 6 months over there. And after that, I have another chance to work in Telemundo on in the whole season of La Voz, which is the voice
Mm-hmm.
in Spanish. It was the first season, the very first seasons of that, and I was also as a production assistant. And I was watching how everybody was working on in different fields, the reality part, all the stage and everything was really nice. And we finished all the season. That was the last April. We finished the season.
Okay.
So after that, I went to Colombia, visit my family for many years. I haven't been there, and so I went there. When I came back, uh, somebody called me. Hey, you want to work with us? It's a new show with a new format with people from Turkey. I said, oh wow, okay, tell me about it. So it's a company called Soho Production. It's from Turkey, and all the Turkish team came here. All the producers, all the camera, the editors, and everybody. They are here. It's a team about 20 people, but they hire more because they don't speak the language. They don't speak Spanish, most of them, and not even English, some of them. So they had to hire translators. So we had to communicate through a translator all the time.
Oh, wow.
To share our ideas. And it's been a really great experience because in this time they gave me the opportunity to be a ENG camera operator. And I don't know if you guys know the concept of ENG camera operator. The ENG camera operator is a concept stolen from the news. Back then, the reporter that goes to the field with a camera guy, that's the ENG camera operator. So we use the same term in reality shows and other shows. So I had to go with the couples. The show is about couples and meeting and going on a dates and everything. So I go. I'm the guy with the camera going with them.
So you're watching these people first time meet,
Yes.
and then start developing a relationship and stuff like that. So I'm going to get into that the second half a lot more because I'm very excited about that.
Yes.
But something you didn't mention that surprised me, because when I got here, Marcella was telling me that while you were here, you did a documentary.
Oh, yes.
And not only did you do a documentary, well, first tell us a little bit what the documentary was about, but you also ended up going to the Hollywood Arts Festival and ended up winning an award there for your documentary on top of it. But let's go ahead and talk a little bit about that documentary you did here.
Yeah, when I was studying the bachelor's, there was a class about documentary. So we were looking for different topics and what's the best topic to work on. And in that moment, it was having a lot of contact with Alina. No, Elena. Sorry, Lina Moyano. And then she had an interesting job and said, wow, this is something that not everybody knows about. And it's about kids with autism. So that was an interesting topic, maybe to show to the people or to teach the people what is that about, especially her therapy. She's working on a therapy that is a kind of a different therapy that everybody goes out there. And then I say, well, it's a lot of people as me out there that doesn't know anything about autism, and I would like to ask you some questions, and you answer that, and that's what we're going to show to the people. The people will know what is that about. So the documentary was about a therapy called Floor Time, and it's about playing with the kids and teaching them a lot of stuff to develop that relationship with other people and the best way. And it was pretty interesting because we had to find the stories of the other people and the families, the struggles, and how they work and find a way on improvements also. And it was really nice. I interviewed Lina, sorry, and also interviewed another person. I don't remember her name right now. And they were telling us a lot of information that is very important for us, like common people out there that doesn't know anything about autism. And it was so interested in that. And we finished the documentary. Of course, two families helped us to finish because not everybody want to show their kids in the documentary. I know it's kind of hard maybe to show that they don't want it. They have some preconceptions and something like that. So in the moment when we finished, we watched it, and it was we liked it a lot. And we presented here. We did a premiere here in the school, and everybody liked it. And then we started sending to different festivals, and one of them was the Hollywood, Florida International Film Festival, and they won an award as a best topic documentary, and I was very happy for that because that's something that probably a lot of people find very useful. And today, and after that, we went to an event in Orlando about the floor time, and I had to speak in front of a lot of people that is involved in this. A lot of professionals in that, and probably assuming that I'm a professional on the topic, but I'm not a professional. I just trying somebody answering questions, and then I just wanted to produce something with the help of Lena and all the people who help us, Angelica, everybody here, and plus the families, and you know. So after that, also we went to the university, St. Thomas University. Also, we did a presentation over there too, and it's been going around. Now the documentary is in the main website of Floor Time. They have a name I don't remember right now, but this is the main. It's a website, and they have it right there in the main page.
Mhm.
And they asked me if I want to let it. Oh, yes, go ahead, lose it. You said.
So, as with most people that are in the media aspect, what do you like most about what you do? Is it the technical work that you like doing? Is it the learning about something new, or is it that uh, place of what I call place of dreaming, where you get to go, hey, the world's my oyster. I can find something out there and make something out of it that's tangible for others' enjoyment.
Yes, I love the technical part. That's something that I have very clear. As I call it, I like to play with the toys. So I like all the technical area, camera, lighting, even editing, all that technical stuff. That's what I love. And of course, you have to have some creativity to be able to use these tools and do something
Mhm.
interesting. So with that, I would like to show to people things that I find interesting. So for example, if I travel somewhere, different culture, let's say Turkey. If I go to
Mhm.
Turkey, I found very interesting this culture. Maybe I just record many things on how they do things, how they cook something that people don't see every day, and then I would like to show to them what I am also having the opportunity to see. But basically, yeah, I enjoy very much playing with the toys, and then you find a passion. And I also during all these few years, I learned that also you have to have a kind of sensitivity to towards some topics, to see things in a certain way.
Mhm.
Some people, they just find a wall like this, and it's only a wall, plain wall. Maybe you see something different. You have a pattern over here, over there, but some you have to have kind of sensitivity towards some topics,
Mhm.
and that's what makes the difference in things. Obviously, some people is gonna give you some guidance in on the road. Some professors here, for
Mhm.
example, photography professors and documentary professors, and people who give you their experiences, so you open your mind to more things, very interesting things.
So when you started going to school here, did you ever think where you were going to be where you're at right now in that process?
Um,
Um,
I wanted to. I wanted
okay.
to be there. I have that focused mind because sometimes when we are younger, we don't know what we want,
Hmm.
and I found that's a big problem because if you don't know where you want to go, you don't go nowhere. You stay there, and you so you don't go nowhere. So when you start getting that knowledge, you maybe start feeling comfortable in some areas. So it's like, okay, this is the way I want to go. This is what I want to do. I want to do camera. I'm a
Hmm.
photographer. So this is the way. Photography is linked to cameraman because all the values and stuff that you move there are linked to photography. So you can work with that. And usually I do some editing on my own work sometimes. And so I say, well, this is what I want to go. The technical part, I would like to be traveling, doing cameras somewhere. They pay me to go and travel, and that's what's happening right now. And long time ago, I wanted to be like a photojournalist and
Hmm.
go to the war zone and take pictures and everything, or film stuff like that, or something like that. But when you get older, maybe you start thinking things twice and say,
Oh,
okay.
so that's kind of changed now as you've gotten older. Now you're kind of going, you know what? Bullets is going by me. Not the biggest thing for me
Yeah.
with the camera.
Yeah. Most of the guys are out there, a lot of young people,
Yep.
20, 19. So when you are at that age, you're fearless. You feel that
Mhm.
nothing gonna happen to you. Now okay, maybe something can happen. I
Excellent.
love life.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
great. Well, we're going to come back in just a couple minutes, and I want to talk a little bit more about your decision to come here to the college, and then some other things about your current show that you're working on,
yes.
and things of that nature, because I got some really big, juicy questions I want to
Yes.
ask when we
Nice.
come back.
Right.
You're here with the Entrepreneurial. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Unilatina International College with campus in Miramar, Florida, is a boutique college with an applied, cutting-edge, holistic education model. Business, tourism, and communication students not only develop their field intellectual skills, but are also empowered to become holistic professionals and human beings through yoga, self-empowerment, holistic human development courses, and more. Sign up to become a holistic professional at unilatina.edu or call 954-607-4344.
Unilatina International College offers an English as a second language program for international students. UIC's high qualified ESL teachers help students develop and master the English speaking and comprehension skills needed for both work and pleasure. Our ESL program also focuses on cultural adaptation through fun field trips and cultural experiences. Start your journey today at unilatina.edu/ESL or call 954-07-4344.
Okay, we are back with the Entrepreneur Hour. I'm your host, Robert Goltz. We're here with Manuel. We're talking about his communications history. And the first thing I want to go back now because I was getting excited about what we talked about on break, and then also before that. And I really want my listeners to get some good, juicy stuff too. Here's some fun questions. But you came from Colombia.
Yes.
So you moved over here in what year?
2007.
2007, you came to the United States. What was the purpose for you to come to the United States?
I came here to study English. So I went to University of Wisconsin.
You went to the University of Wisconsin to study English?
Yeah, that's like...
So,
go ahead.
you know, Wisconsin people don't speak proper English in the first place. I know that because I'm come from that area, but okay. How did you handle Wisconsin?
When I was in Bogota, I was finding places to learn English. So they have Australia. I said, Australia accents, I don't like Australian accents. So they have a couple of universities here, Nebraska, Wisconsin, places up north, So,
yeah, I guess up north is the only place people learn English. I'm guessing.
Let's get to that one that is very far over there. Let's get that one, and then they give me that one. I send the paperwork to the university. They admit it, and they send me another letter saying, "Oh, congratulations, welcome. You are starting June 14, 2007," and I was in Colombia, so I had to pack everything, and then I came.
And so, were you on the Madison campus of Wisconsin?
I was in Stevens Point.
Stevens Point, okay.
Yeah, Stevens Point, the central Wisconsin. Yeah.
Wow. That had to be a learning experience alone, just for temperatures for you.
Yes, I'm originally from a hot area in Colombia.
Yeah.
It's but before coming to the United States, I went to Bogota, and I lived in Bogota for 2.5 years because I was studying there something. And then when I finished that, I came here to learn English. So, I was kind of handling some cold, but it's nothing compared in South America, like Wisconsin winter. So I was reading, like, bring blankets, bring a lot of stuff for cold. It was so cold. I mean, they were asking for a lot of stuff for cold. I said, what's going on here?
Yeah.
So we got there in summer. We got there in June. And then still in June, we have some hot winds.
Well, a little bit cold, but nothing major.
It got down. It go down at 40 something at night. And they, wow, it's so summer here. And it's the same temperature that Bogota. Bogota is kind of cold all year,
Yeah.
And then this is summer. I mean, this is summer. I mean, during the day, you're maybe like that, but at night, you have to wear a sweater or something like that, But when the winter comes, it starts snowing. Everybody happy because someone like me never seen the snow. I say, this is amazing. This is great. But we have some people over there living there all their lives. They say, no. I didn't understand why they were complaining, So, but yeah, after a while, you get tired of the snow and the cold all the time.
So how long did you stay in Wisconsin then?
The whole semester from
for a whole semester.
Yeah, for summer to winter.
Summer to winter, and then you said, "Hey, I'm done.
Yes.
I've got to move someplace else."
So I transferred to Miami to
Okay.
one school here to continue studying English in Miami, and then I moved to another school in Aventura, and then after I finished all my courses in advance and everything, so I said, okay, I want to study a career, because my purpose was, okay, I'm gonna go there to study English for 4 months and then come back to Colombia and work in my career. So my mother was here in that time. She was recently divorced, and then she was alone. She didn't speak English, so she asked me, "Oh, stay here, study a career or something." So I started studying a career here, and I came here to Unilatina and found this career something like I want to study. So I started the career. That's how I got here.
So that's how you got here. You had to go through Wisconsin to get here. Somebody else, Marcella, a couple weeks ago said that they had to go all the way north also before they came back here. So I guess that's what we do. We torture people first. We take them to the cold, then they come back.
It's important to learn English.
Yeah,
I guess that's
it's important to learn English in the cold. I guess that's the only way we learn proper English is in the cold climate. So then so how did you find out about Una Latina then?
Yeah, I found out because a friend of mine was finding out, looking for places. We were looking for other places and everything. So she told me like, oh, this place in Miramar, and I live here in Hollywood. So I said, okay, it's very convenient. It's close, and it was convenient, the payments also. So because we all know here as international students, the cost of the studies are up in the sky. So they here offer us a very comfortable way to pay and make some payments, some monthly payments. So it was better than paying one shot, as we did in for example, in the University of Wisconsin. They had to pay in one shot all the whole semester for English, and that include housing, books, classes, everything. But it was a big amount. So when I came here, I was looking for something different because I don't want my mother to pay or spend too much money. I was working back then in the University of Wisconsin, but when I moved here, I was like relying on my mother and everything, so I needed to find something not too heavy for her because there are some expenses. So this was the place. They had the program I want. They had the convenience from close to my house and everything. So I started here, and I love it because it was totally different thing. It was starting with the holistic model of education. So that was something totally new, and it was very, very nice.
Yeah, and then you stayed around, you graduated, and then you decided to go right back into the bachelor's degree.
Yes, so they started.
And so that must have been exciting to stay here.
Yeah.
And I liked when you opened up, you talked about the family aspect here. We keep on hearing that.
Yeah,
aspect.
it is it's like a family. It's a small campus. It's like a family. That you are part of the family too once you enter here. So
what is Marcella considered as in the family? Is she like a stepmother? Is she an aunt? Is she a grandmother? What kind of personality would Marcella be?
Marcella is like a sister.
Like a sister. See, all the words that I didn't bring up, you picked out the sister. Nice. They always are complimentary of the family here. So let's talk a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about, because time's just rolling by here. So you have this new show with the Turkish.
It's called Enamorándonos. Yes.
And so
they moved to the United States a few months ago. They started here. They present the project to Univision. Univision approved it. They hire people. People hire more people, and that's when I came in. And then I found out they didn't speak English, and we had to use Google Translate or one of the translators. They used to have two translators, one girl, one guy, and we had to be calling them all the time because the guy who was my partner in camera, he didn't speak any English and no Spanish either. So it was only by like a signs showing the camera, doing this, and all calling the translator. It was interesting experience at the beginning.
And so you followed this couple.
Yes, the couple come to the show. There are a group already in the show called Enamorados, and then some flechados come for them. Hey, I like this girl. I would like to go for her. So they have a wall. So one sitting the other side, they don't see each other. They start talking, and they start asking questions. They decide to continue. They remove the wall, and they see each other. And then okay,
So that could be scary.
yeah,
You could be going, "Oh, I'm really liking this girl," and like, whoa, put the wall back up.
they give you the option
Yeah.
to say no, thank you for coming, and then whatever. That's it.
So as you're doing the show, are you liking any of the women that they're having on the show? Are you going, man, I wish I was the other guy on that side?
No, I mean, some pretty women over there and everything,
Mhm.
but no, you never consider the possibility
Okay,
of
just
joining.
checking. So you've been traveling then. You traveled to New York. You said New York, Puerto Rico,
Yeah,
Philadelphia, and all this.
Yes.
And so all you're doing is walking around these people.
Yes, we have a little plan, because the packages, we call it VTRs,
Mhm.
and those packages are maybe 1.5 or 2 minutes long only. So whatever you spend or whatever you do is only like 2 or 1.5 minutes. So we go with them. For example, in this case, for Lancaster, Pennsylvania, we go there because the guy lived there. He's a Cuban guy, but he lives there. So we wanted to go there because he has his own house. So we go there. We went there, and then he was showing his house to the girl and everything, family and all the stuff. So we go and we filming in the neighborhood, in the house, how
Mhm.
they interact with the families. That's what we do. How they interact with the family, and then we interview them separately
Mm-hmm.
to see how to ask them how do they like it and everything, and what they think about what's going on and everything. So they have their own opinions. We interview family members, some food, something nice, maybe a train trip or balloon, something, and then
Okay.
we come back and then we edit everything, put it together in the show, and we send it. And the same happened in New York and Puerto Rico. We also went to meet somebody's grandmother and the family. And when we get there, they have a bunch of food over there to everybody, and it was only like 5 of us, and plus the family.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a lot of food over there, and say, "Oh my goodness!" So they was inviting us all the time. Hey, come on in, come on in. We have to work a little bit now. We have to get some shots first, and then we jump in there. Don't worry, we get there.
But it's nice to be traveling around.
It's lovely. I was loving that since I started studying this. I
Mhm.
have that dream. I wish to have a job that allows me to go somewhere because of my job and travel and everything. And it's amazing. That's what's happening right now. They pay me for going there. They pay for everything, and that's nice. I mean, you have a responsibility, right? You have to bring the material, the right
Yeah.
thing they ask, and everything. But as long as everything is good.
So what has been the most exciting part of your job so far? What's that thing that you go, wow, I'm so happy I did this, or this was a great experience for me so far in all the work that you've done?
And this last one, there are a couple of them. The first time was going to Lancaster, Pennsylvania. That was a unique experience because I didn't know it's kind of the home of the Amish thing over
the
there.
Amish community.
So there was a lot of them, and
So it was a Cuban in the Amish community.
yeah, he living there. Because he's one of those Cuban that came in one of those programs that sending somewhere in the United States, and he was there. He didn't came back, so he stayed there, and he loved it there. He loved it. It's very quiet place and everything. So he says enjoying the place. So he has his own house already, and that was pretty amazing for me to see all these community in their own land
Mm-hmm.
with all the carriages and everything, and say, wow, this is pretty amazing. And also the first time I went to Mexico, even though a lot of people relate Latin culture with Mexico could be a different world for us Latins that live in other countries. So it was a nice experience, and even though every country has their own issues and everything, but it was amazing. The food, the people, the places, a lot of culture, a lot of history going on there, and then it was really nice. I've been there already twice, and probably I'm gonna go again because we have some more Mexican contestants in the show, so we go somewhere else over there.
Excellent. So tell me, because we're winding up, the time just keeps going by so fast. Tell me what was one of your best experiences here at Una Latina when you were here?
Right. One of the best experiences is when, I guess we have two of them. The first one, when I have the chance we have a tertulia, right? So I present my photographies like we have running now here. I had the same opportunity to do it, and it was really nice to speak to the people and talk about those pictures because there was pictures from my hometown and large pictures and everything. So it was really nice experience to have that chance to show my pictures. That wasn't the first time I did. I never do it. I was having those pictures my closet over there getting dust, and so they had the opportunity to do it here and talk about it. And it was really nice. And the second one was the documentary experience. Was totally a roller coaster. It was really nice because we had the opportunity to go different places. The Hollywood Film Festival. We went another festival in Miami. We went to St. Thomas University. We went to Orlando. So we went different places, and it seems that is a very important topic. Now we should keep working on, and we've been talking. We've been talking about it. We're probably gonna do like a sequel or a second part of this one because there are more topics to work on.
Excellent. Good to hear. Well, I know I am so happy that you came onto the show today. Folks, if you can just give them your full name, talk a little bit about your business, how they can get a hold of you if they need a freelancer when you have the time, when you're not traveling with the couples all the time. But tell them a little bit about yourself before we close out today.
Yeah, my name is Manuel Romero. I'm a freelance in photography and videography. So we can do photography for your events, and we can do also commercial videos for your businesses, restaurants, or any other business you have. You need something for social media videos, short videos. We can do that. So I don't know if I can give my
Yep. Go ahead and give your website or your address or your phone number, whatever you need to do.
My email is
take that shameless plug.
art.films with double S at gmail.com. I can give all the information to leave in the information on the podcast. But yeah, basically the email is the best way because usually as I'm working, I cannot use the phone. So messages, it will be the best. I don't know if I can give my phone number.
You sure can. Go ahead.
That would be 954-479-9424. 954-479-9424.
So again, folks, you're here with the Entrepreneurial. We're talking with Manuel, and it was a great time talking about communications major, seeing where he came from. That trek from Colombia to Wisconsin, and then ending up here at Una Latina, making a difference here. And now just going on fire with his life and in his career. We're so happy that you were able to be with us today. And on behalf of myself and the family, just thank you for coming out here and sharing your story with us.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, folks, this has been the Entrepreneur Hour. Again, this is Robert Goltz. Listen in the upcoming weeks when we'll have another great story from another graduate of Una Latina International College.
Una Latina International College, with a campus in Miramar, Florida, is a boutique college with an applied, cutting-edge holistic education model. Business, tourism, and communication students not only develop their field intellectual skills, but also are empowered to become holistic professionals through yoga, self-empowerment, Tai Chi courses, and more. Sign up to become a holistic professional at unilatina.edu or call 954-607-4344.